Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing another palette review. I just love eyeshadow. I'm so sorry. If you get tired of these, I'm sorry. It's just what I love to collect and I like to really dive into the palette and see what it's all about. So today's palette's going to be the Blood Money. Now I do have the Orgy palette, however, I'm going to wait on that one. And then I'm going to do more or less this one first, just because I feel like the Orgy palette I can use when I'm getting ready for work. Today I'm not getting ready for work, so I want to use some color today. So we're going to do the Blood Money palette. The palette is, I think it retailed for $58. I can't remember. But I did get this as when he did his buy one get one free palette sale, so I did purchase the Orgy and the Blood Money. I kind of slowed down on my Jeffree Star stuff just because I was like, you know what, it just hasn't been, I don't know, it just hasn't been interesting for me. I'm like, I like the fact that he does palettes, but at the same time I'm like, meh, kind of boring to me. That's just me. But honestly, I really want to try these palettes because I heard they were really good, and I'm still a sucker for Jeffree Star eyeshadow palettes. Now, the packaging is really pretty. It's like a case, so it's really cute. It's got snake skin on there, gold details, and then the thing opens up when you press these two and it pops open. So let me get that open. It's almost like a trunk case. It's cute. And then the colors are, of course, green, which is the theme of the palette, which I liked. The Bloodlust, that one was one of my favorites. The red tone one, I did like Blue Blood, and I still use that one. I did get the Blood Queen as well, which I don't use as often because the palette itself is just, I like this square or rectangle type of deal. I don't like the fact that my Blood Queen, which is right behind me, I feel like this is so bulky. I did like the palette, but it just reminded me of the Alien palette where it was just so bulky and weird. I do love this palette. It's just I don't use it as often because I feel like it's a nuisance to this big old thing. Although I do love it. But I liked how the Blood Sugar palette was a little case as well. This one I use often. This one's one of my favorites because I love the red tones. I don't use it as much just because my work doesn't really, I mean, I have to wear neutral shades for my job, so because I work in a kind of like low-key, not as artistry-driven type of counter. I do like the Blue Blood. It's cute. And I do use it. So I kind of save these for more or less my special effects makeup or just on my days off where I want to have a little fun. So, because I do use my cremated palette for any kind of special effects and my Jawbreaker one for special effects. So, yeah, I really like the layout of the palette. I feel like it's very luxurious. It feels really nice. Yeah, there was a lot of thought put into the actual packaging. Now we're going to go into the swatches because I'm curious to see how these greens perform. So let's go ahead and swatch. So I'm trying to get you zoomed in there. We're going to start with a bare hand, no primer, absolutely no primer at all. And we're going to start with the first 4 shades, and I'm swatching them in the corners because I just don't want to mess up the embossed print there. So here's the first 4. So we've got Divine Intervention, which this one is actually it looks white in the pan, but it's actually a green shift. Really pretty. And then Mint Condition, which is a matte mint color. Chameleon Fetish, which is a matte kind of lime green. And then we have Poison Ivy, which is a metallic lime green. Really cool. All right, so far so good. They swatch nice, but I always look at how they perform rather than how they swatch because I just want to see the colors against my skin tone, but I want to see what it looks like on the eyes. Next shade is called Make It Rain, which is actually a very unique green. It's almost like a sage green, so that's really cool. The only palette that I have that has a sage color in it is my Lime Crime Venus 2, the XL. Then this one is a emerald green matte. It's called Crocodile Tears. And it's a matte emerald green. Then we have an olive green that's called Equity, which I do love olive greens. And then we have Money Heist, which is a duochrome. Again, it's going to be almost like a yellow with green glitter. Cool, cool. So far, so good. Then we're going to do the next 4. So we have the next 4. So the next 4 is CEO, which is a metallic yellow gold. Then we have Emerald State, which is a metallic green, emerald green. And then we have Heavy Weighted, which is, it's a very interesting color. It's almost like a teal green, but it's a matte. And then we have Jaded, which is a dark green, like a forest green. So far so good. I'm really liking the quality in the pigment with the mattes because I know greens can be a little tricky, especially reds too. I feel like hot pinks, greens, purples are really hard to do. But they're actually perfecting green pretty well. All right, next 4. We've got the next 4. So Private Island, which is a kind of like greenish brown. Self-Made, which is another kind of like olivey color. It's like more green than olive. I don't know. Like it's an olive green, but it doesn't have a lot of yellow. It's like a cool tone. And we have Tax Free, which is a olive metallic green, which that one I'm actually really impressed with. I like that one. And then Persuasion, which is a dark olive green, which I like the fact that he has olive tones in it because it's gonna kind of create more diversity with the greens. Next, in the last 2, we have, ooh, those are really nice. Secret Stash, which is a dark metallic green with a purple shift to it. And then we have Black Card Limit, which is a black with green glitter. Now, in the pan, you can see a lot of the green glitter and on the finger, but once you swatch it, it's gone. So you can see that glitter, but when you swatch it, it's kind of gone. So there is the entire palette for Blood Money. Really nice range of colors. I'm actually very curious to try these out. I've been dying to try this, but I just can't wear these kind of colors to work. So when I used to work at Impulse, yeah, of course I would have been able to do it, but Estee Lauder is just a little bit more low-key when it comes to shadow. I've got my eyes primed, and I use the P. Louise primer. I'm hoping that like he comes out with like a actual primer for his shadows. So I feel like a lot of influencers or you know, companies come out with shadows before they come out with primer. I feel like you should come out with primer. I like P. Louise because she came out with primer and bases to help with artistry. So, I don't know. That's just personally me. All right, I always go for the darker colors first. I'm curious to see how Black Card Limit works on the eye, that black shade with the glitter. So I'm going to pick it up with my Beetlejuice brush. And I'm just going to place this on the outer corner. Now, upon putting it on, you cannot see the glitter at all. Like, where's my glitter? There it is. I think once you start spreading it out, it's not as prominent, but you can kind of see it. I just feel like it's a black shade with some glitter in it. I do want to kind of blend that out with probably Crocodile Tears to bring out green more. So this shade right here. So I'm going to pick up that. And I want to kind of fluff it in because I want the green to really come out. Now I always go for like halo eyes, but today I'm going to go for just a contour on my eyes. So I always start with my dark colors, then I kind of fluff it upwards. Alright, so I do need a different green, and I kind of want to do heavy weighted, which is almost like a teal green, but it's lighter in pink, like color spectrum, so I feel like it'll blend like the lime greens a little bit better. So I'm going to focus mostly on the emerald colors on the lid and probably the olive colors on the lower lash line. Alright, I'm going to pick up a little bit more of Crocodile Tears and just fluff this a little more to make sure that blend is seamless, and then just kind of bring it a little more. And I'm just going to take a little bit of Black Card Market and fluff it more into the green. I just go back and forth with the colors to kind of create that nice gradient effect. Take a little bit more of heavy weighted. And then we're going to go in with Chameleon Fetish, which is this color right here. I want that lime green. There is no brow bone shade, so I'm going to have to pull one. I don't know what it is. Like, I feel like that's such a necessity in a palette. So Chameleon Fetish is going to go right in there to kind of add more of that gradient effect. And I get messy towards the end right here. I just, you know, it doesn't matter. I'm going to be blending everything out anyways. And then I'll be cleaning this part up as well. Alright, so we have that part. I am going to have to pop in a brow bone highlight, which I always use. For some reason this has been working out. A lot of people don't talk about it much, but I feel like these Lancome singles are actually very good. I only use those ones. So I'm going to just pick it up with my Anastasia double-ended brush, and I'm going to pop it right in the brow bone. And what that does, and this is a yellowish tone of a cream color, so it kind of makes that blend out really nice. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and blend some more color. Like, I'm just going to be blending right now and just kind of making sure everything looks seamless. Or actually, we're going to be cutting a crease. I typically don't cut a crease like a lot of people, I guess, because they blend, 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 and they get it all over here, but I kind of just leave that area clean. I don't know, that's just the way I do it. So we're taking our P. Louise on the back of our hand, taking a small detail brush, which is a Wet n Wild concealer brush, and this works excellent at cutting a crease, because currently I cannot find my Smashbox one. It's my silicone paddle brush. I'm like, what the heck? Where did it go? I love that. It works really nice. We're just going to, and I don't really make it dramatic. I don't know, that's just me. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and take my Anastasia. Clean my hand off. Oh gosh, what shade to put? Ooh, I think I'm going to go with, because I know I want the emeralds up there, so I'm going to go with Emerald State on the middle, and then we're going to go with Poison Ivy right there on the beginning of the eye. So we're going to start first with the Poison Ivy. and stamp it on top. So about there. And then we'll go in with Emerald State. This one's a little harder to pick up for some reason. And we're just going to bring it right in the middle here. This one's a lot harder to build. And then actually I want to pick up Secret Stash, which was that darker, like it's a tealish green with that brown shift to it. That's gonna go right next to it into the black. And then we'll take a little bit more of Emerald State and just merge those colors together, because we want to make sure it's like a gradient effect as well on the lid. And then of course we're going to take the green, merge them together. Just like that. And then we'll take the black, which is Black Card Market, and then we'll just kind of fluff that into Secret Stash. So we have that look. Then, of course, we'll take our makeup wipe and crisp up that edge. Just like that. There, and we're going to go ahead and do the lower lash line. I was going to, I plan on using the olive colors on the lower lash line. So we're going to go in already with the darker olive, which is Persuasion. This one right here. And we're going to pick that up with a smudger brush. I always use the Anastasia ones because I really like them. Alright, and then we're going to get a detail brush for the inner corner. And then we'll use that same fluffy brush because I love how it fluffs the color on. We're going to use Equity, which is this olive right here. I'm going to use that to blend out that edge. And then we'll blend it into this. This is just how I do my eyes because I'm getting some fine lines right there. This helps cover it. So if you have that issue and you can get away with blending downwards more, then do it. Because then it'll help cover those little fine lines and wrinkles. Alright, so we're going to go in with, I really wanted to use Tax Free, but I kind of am interested in Money Heist, which is this one right here. It's got like a yellow shift, like a green yellow shift. We're gonna pop that into the inner portion. And then what we'll do is we'll marry the two colors. We'll grab more of Persuasion just to add some depth, and then of course we will blend a little more of Self-Made right there. I notice I have a gap right here. I don't know what's going on. This outer corner is just a little fussy. There we go, fixed. And then I kind of want to add like a pop of something there. So we're going to actually take that fine precision brush and we're going to go ahead and use a color we haven't used. It's a shimmer, and we're going to use CEO, which is this green right here. And I feel like I've done this look before, but I can't keep track of all my looks. And we're just going to add CEO to that area right there. Then we're going to use Divine Intervention, which is that shift here. We're going to use that in the inner corner because it's that green pale color. And bit right in the inner corner. Then I kind of want to take a little more of it and just kind of fluff it right there. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and finish my makeup off camera, and then I'll let you know my overall thoughts on the... Alright, so there is the completed look. I did a nude lip, because I always like to do nude lips with greens. And the lip that I'm wearing is actually a KVD vegan beauty product. It's called Blossom. It's the lip lacquer. I did want to leave some room to kind of do a highlight, because I hadn't done it yet. If you're wondering what cheek color I'm using, I'm actually using the She Glam from Shein, and it's called Scrolling. So it's a really good one. And then, of course, my Too Faced bronzer in Dark Soleil. Alright, so we're going to do a highlight. And I'm going to take the Jeffree Star Morphe brush, and we're going to dip into Divine Intervention, which was the inner corner highlight. And we're going to apply this as our highlight. I wanted to see how this worked as a highlight, but to me, it's more green than the Kat Von D Alchemist palette when it was Kat Von D. I just kind of lost interest in that brand altogether. I mean, I wanted to try the lip lacquers, but that was about it. Because it's just not the same anymore. There's no art involved in it. I just don't feel like it's the same. Alright, works great as a highlight. Awesome. Alright, overall thoughts on the palette. It is very pretty, very nice. It does blend out really nicely. I didn't get to use all the colors. I feel like the colors just did amazing. I feel like this eye is darker than this eye. How did I do that? I don't know, maybe it's just me. But yeah, I feel like, there we go. I think I just needed more green there. There we go. Alright, so I feel like the colors did blend out really nicely. Is this a very unique palette? I have seen palettes before like this, but I do like Divine Intervention, which is that highlight green shade. I feel like that shade is very worth it. I feel like he could have done without like so much this shade and this shade. Like either one would have been fine, and then just take out, probably this shade I would have taken out. Because this one's more of like that mix of like this color and this color. So I feel like that could have been left out, and then I feel like he could have probably left out a mint color and just put in a brow bone shade. I feel like a lot of brands don't really put a brow bone shade. Now, I understand if you own the Orgy palette or you own a palette that has that, you can just pop it out, but I just want a one palette type of thing. Like, I could have used the brow bone highlights in here because there's plenty of them. I feel like a lot. I feel like this one's going to be definitely an interesting video to make because there's so many nudes in this that I'm not quite sure how to start it. So we'll get to that one in another video. But for this one, I feel like it needed a brow bone highlight. I don't want to have to pull from another palette to make it work, so that was my only gripe with it. It didn't have the only crease shades that would have worked, and honestly I could do without crease shades because this is the only crease shade it has, because I actually go darker to lighter. I don't really do crease and then all that. That's just how I do my eyes. Do I recommend you doing that? No, it's up to you and how you do your own makeup, but this is just how I do it. This is how it works with my eyes. I used to do the crease ones first and then kind of build from there, but I feel like doing the method I'm doing now is working for me in my eyes personally because, you know, I'm not a 20-year-old. I am in my late 30s, so I'm like, I can't do the same as these YouTubers do. Like, I cannot do the same thing. I kind of want to gear my channel towards more finding your own unique way of doing your makeup and your methods. So I would love it if you guys would comment in the comments on this video on how you do your own makeup at home. And I will try and respond as quick as possible. I'm just very bad at that because I work a full-time job. But anyways, I will definitely try to, if you want me to do a video on your methods, I can definitely do that. Will they work on me? I don't know. Will my methods work on you? I don't know. To each their own. We all find a different way of doing our makeup, whether it is right or wrong. People do makeup very differently. I have, you know, clients that come in, and now that I work at Estee Lauder, there's a different clientele. They apply their makeup very differently. A lot of women just kind of rub it in with their fingers, which I kind of tell them get a brush or even a sponge. Even though I don't sell sponges, I do gear them towards the beauty blender. Or I tell them, you know, whatever you want to do, that's fine. If they feel comfortable rubbing the double wear in your face, that's totally your thing. But you know, when it comes to foundation matching, they tend to just rub it in and then it dissipates. I told them just pat it in with a sponge. And then you can see the true color and how it looks. And then you can see the coverage that it could do. So to each their own. People do their makeup very different. It doesn't matter how you do your makeup. It's not right or wrong. I feel like there's a lot more, like, if you want to do makeup a certain way, in a professional stance, I feel like you do need to understand skin. I feel like if you do your makeup the way YouTubers do it, it's just temporary when they do it. I usually wear this all day, or this is just how I've been doing my makeup for years and I wear it all day. I don't necessarily I don't bake, I don't contour, I just do what's best for me. So I encourage you at home, while you're watching this, to find your own way of doing your makeup and share it with me. I want to know what you guys do. I work in the beauty industry. I've been working in the beauty industry for almost 4 years. Am I an expert? Absolutely not. I've worked with Avon for 7 years before that. Am I an expert? Absolutely not. I just know the business side of makeup. Am I a makeup artist? I do not call myself a makeup artist. I call myself a makeup guru, expert, I guess you could say. I know a lot of product knowledge. I do gear myself towards an artist, which I understand color theory, shading, and just the art aspect of it, like, because I am a painter. So I'm a painter plus a counter manager, so that kind of shows a little bit more of like a makeup artistry effect, but I'm not necessarily a makeup artist. I feel like you need more training. You need to go to esthetician school and makeup school to find out how to do makeup a certain way. I feel like makeup is not the same for everyone. You can't put the same exact makeup. Like if someone says, oh, I want your makeup, I want to look like you, I can't put it on you exactly how I put it on myself. I have to put it on a little differently. I have to put it on according to what your facial structure is, how your skin absorbs the product, and then find the correct product to apply to your skin. Now, I can do makeup like this on some people, but I feel like this is for my eye shape, this is for my method. But you want to try it at home, that's perfectly fine. You could try it at home. I really want my channel to be more educational purpose, not necessarily like a normal YouTube. A little rant, because honestly I feel like a lot of people just kind of use influencers as a way to live their life, and just kind of, I understand that you like for a certain YouTuber to do makeup a certain way and then you want to try it at home. To each their own. Do it your way. But I feel like you shouldn't compare yourself to an influencer on how they do their makeup. It's how you want to do it. You can choose the method that they use and apply it to yourself, but make sure that you understand product so that you know what works for your skin and what works for your eyes and what shadows can work for you, and how you can prep it, because a lot of people prep their eyes differently. So yeah, that is my little rant on that, because I feel like a lot of customers come up to me and clients come up to me, oh, well, I want to do what you do, and I'm like, you can't. You can do a method, but focus on your skincare. I feel like your skincare is more important than the actual makeup, because you can make a foundation, try and work and work and work and work, and then it's not sticking to your skin, it's not doing this to your skin, it's not doing that to your skin. It's your skincare that's going to help your makeup stay a lot better and stay longer and feel better and not feel as heavy and feel your skin needs TLC, because as you get older, that's when your skin starts to bite back at you if you don't take care of it. So that's going to be my little rant. But anyways, so far this palette is actually really pretty. Can I wear this on a day off? Yes, of course. Can I wear this on at work? No, I cannot, but that's okay. I could probably subtle it up a little bit. I'll find a way to make it more subtle and more wearable. So I can do a look like that later on. But yeah, I do like the palette. It's very interesting. I had no problems with Jeffree Star Cosmetics. I think it was only the shipping part that I had, because they lost my orgy order, so I just kind of stopped ordering from Jeffree Star, and then they refunded me, which was great. It didn't take long to refund, but I was just upset that, like, during the launch of the orgy palette, I ordered the bundle and then it got lost. So I was like, okay, what the hell? I got kind of mad. So I didn't order from Jeffree Star, and then this came out and I was like, whatever. I skipped it. But then they had a buy one get one free, and I was like, you know what? I'll try both of them out, you know, we'll do it. So yeah, do like the Blood Money. I'm curious to see how the Orgy palette is. I'm going to do another video on this one separately when I get ready for work. It's probably just going to be more or less a tutorial on how to do a subtle eye, or just how I do my eyes normally. It just doesn't, nothing special. It's a neutral palette, so there's not going to be some special thing. I might include swatches. I don't know, because there's a lot of colors. But anyways, I digress. That's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did playing with the greens. I'm very excited to have a green, a blue, and a red palette. And a purple palette. I feel like that's really versatile. Jeffree Star come out with a yellow one, or an orange one, or a pink one. A pink palette would be awesome. Like a big, like this. Like, honestly, that would be really, really cool. Call it Pink Blood or something like that. I don't know. I feel like he needs to have a good palette. Anyways, I hope he continues these colorful palettes, and I don't know, I'm excited to see what's going to happen with his brand. I'm kind of intrigued again. So let's see. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Alright, we're going to start with using, I think I'm going to go ahead and try doing a crease shade first. So we're going to use Humble, and I have my P. Louise base on. It's just being a little funny because of my eye cream. And we're going to just pop that into the crease.